Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections Magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections Magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections Magazine.
Well, welcome everyone. Hope all is well. Welcome to Divine Connections Show. I am excited to be here on today and glad you are here as well. So first of all, I want to say thank you for your prayers, for your texts, for your calls. I had to have surgery, and so I'm in the process of recovering. And so God is good all the time and all the time. So I'm just trying to take my time to recover. But thank you for all of your continued support. And let's continue to put God first and foremost in everything that we do. And let's continue to make it happen. So Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And so right now we have the opportunity for you to be in the next issue of the magazine, which is the last issue for the year of 2022. So if you want to get in, I will greatly encourage you to go ahead and connect with me as soon as possible. You can text 336-338-8903, or you can email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. We also host 2 events a year. You just saw some of the pictures from the current last event, which was phenomenal. We have vendors, we have entrepreneurs, we have speakers sometime. We network and worship together. We have youth vendors. And so we come together at least twice a year, face to face, to support and network these ministries and these businesses. All right. So definitely stay tuned to the next one that's going to be coming out in March, where we're going to be celebrating men. So I'm definitely excited about that as well. So definitely stay tuned. We also do the broadcast on Wednesdays between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., where we do interviews with individuals in the community who are making a positive impact and making things happen. And so I'm excited to hear from our guest today and let you hear what she is doing in the community to make an impact. And then also, our next biggest thing that we're doing right now is our Divine Connections app. We now have an app where we can stay connected. Great things are going on. So do me a big favor. Go to your Google Play Store, your Play Store, and type in Divine Connections Magazine. All right. And download that app. And we're going to do some great things with that. We'll have word of the day or word of the week, and we'll have different events going on. So you can attend notifications. You can communicate through our profile. So you register there. All of that is free. And we're going to stay connected. We're going to have some great things coming up. We'll have some prizes as well. So definitely make sure you stay tuned. Download the app, Divine Connections Magazine. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And right now, we're going to go into our sponsors, and then we'll be back with more information. So hold tight.
Buying, selling, or investing in real estate? You need a trusted lawyer with over 30 years of experience. You need the law offices of Gregory G. Johnson. He's handled thousands of closings and has earned the trust of countless clients. New home buyers, call attorney Gregory Johnson. He'll protect your interests and save you money. You need the law offices of Gregory G. Johnson. Get the expert advice and counsel you deserve by calling the law offices of Gregory G. Johnson at 1-800-930-9778.
To love is to protect. The ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery, or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one. Protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
Awesome, awesome. Please take that information into consideration. Okay, those are our sponsors. We want to give a shout out to them. We're grateful for that. All right, so how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website at Divine Connections Magazine and join our email list for news and updates. We're also on Facebook. Our business page is Divine Connections Marketing, so follow us there. We also have Instagram at Divine Connections. That's one word. And then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. And make sure you click the notification button there as well, so you can be notified when we are doing things, when we're having events, when we're having interviews, and what is next with Divine Connections. So make sure you stay connected. If you have not gotten your copy of Divine Connections, the magazine, it is here for you. We have a lot of connections, a lot of resources, a lot of things going on in these magazines. So make sure you go get a copy, a couple of copies, some for you, your friends, your churches, your community, and help us spread the good news. There's a lot of great information and great things going out there. And then you also have the opportunity to be in the next one. So of course, again, if you're interested, let us know. But to get a copy, our current copy, you go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay, we have an event coming up. I believe it is this Saturday with Simp. It's next Saturday. Simp is November 19th on Christians in the Marketplace, and that's going to be in High Point, North Carolina as well. So make sure you guys stay connected. Now, if you would like to be a sponsor on the show and you have a 30-second spot, a 30-second commercial, we would love for you to connect with us. And we will share that information to the masses. We'll do that and run it for 3 months. And for that, it's only $150. So if you have a commercial that is already done for your business, your ministry, your book, anything that you have going on, and it's a positive thing that's going on in the community. I would love to connect with you and find out more about who you are, what you do, and then see if you would like to be a part, be one of our sponsors. And again, that's only $150 for 3 months. Okay. If you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, for your book, for your ministry, your gospel group, or an event, we create 30-second and 60-second commercials for you as well. So send us an email, we would, or a text, and I would love to do business with you. All right. Also, God has also blessed me with writing my second book, and it is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. Okay. It is on Amazon and the link below. And also, you can contact me and get a signed copy. So make sure you get a copy of The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. And I talk about the accomplishments I've done with the help of the Lord, as well as the accomplishments I've done in my business and how I've built my business so far. So if you want to know the good stuff, get my book, and I will look forward to you. I look forward to connecting with you as well. We also have a journal this year. It's called Making It Happen, and you are a divine connection because you are. We're all about making it happen, writing the vision, making it plain, executing, and celebrating. All right. And so now we have a journal we can write in and just share our good news and keep it for keepsake as well. All right. And look at over our prayers as well. And also, these two books, if you are in Greensboro, North Carolina, it's at Ben Boy's Restaurant, which is Next Chapter Bookstore. So it's a soul food restaurant. You can go in there and eat some good soul food as well as shop. So my book as well as my journal is in that book. Okay. And that's at the Friendly Shopping Center. All right. Look for Ben Boy's Restaurant. Also, we have new apparel, you guys, in the store. So go shopping. We have hoodies, we have sweatshirts, we have socks, we have pillows, we have shirts, we have hats. I'm so excited about our store. Great things are coming. So go to bit.ly/divine connections store. All right. Click on shop all and then go shopping. Wintertime is approaching. So you want to get some of those nice, cozy jackets, and then let somebody know that they are your divine connection, and then surprise them maybe with a lovely gift from Divine Connections. All right. So I would love for you to shop there. A lot of things are coming up. So definitely make sure we support each other as well. If you have something, just share it with me. Let me know as well. We have different platforms we can share it on as well. All right. So I am grateful again for the opportunity to be back on. And we have a special guest, Miss Jessie is in the house. Let us see what she has going on and what she's doing in the community. Hold tight. Great day, Miss Jessie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. I love connecting with young, beautiful entrepreneurs like yourself that's in the community making it happen. So we're going to get into it. But first, let's find out a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Sure. My name is Llesenis. Go by Jessie because it's easier for most people. And I born and raised in New York City. I'm currently living in New Jersey.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's for the most part. I spent most of my professional career working in non-for-profit, specifically helping young people in social emotional development. So that's where my background is. It comes from assisting young people dealing with traumatic experiences and being able to connect, give them opportunity to be able to heal that so that they are able to essentially enter the workplace. So that was the main focus when I was in doing that type of work.
Awesome, awesome. Because I know there's a lot of mental health issues. And then, of course, everybody has their own issue. Think about life, you're stressed about different things, but having an outlet or someone to talk
Yeah.
um, to just share some information or things that you're going through, it helps a lot. It does. So,
Absolutely.
what got you in that field?
So I feel like a divine connection, honestly. Like I growing up, I was so sure that I was going to work somewhere on Wall Street. I was going to be a business major, or I was going to do something around the health field. But for some reason, I continue to have this strong calling and to work with schools and to work with children. Eventually landed my first job out of college in a high school. and I never stopped. 20 years in, working with young people, learning, seeing um, a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of just emotional baggage, but also understanding the politics that lies behind the school system, just challenges that our community faced. Just so many, layers and layers and layers of ways and reasons why some of our young people just unfortunately couldn't be successful because they didn't have the right tools or the right equipment or just simply the right guidance. So that's where I spent most of my time, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. Of course, it was daunting work, and sometimes it's like, oh, you know what, I maybe want to experiment with doing something else, but the work kept calling.
Awesome, awesome. So you're in the right position, and you've had the experience, personal as well as inside
Mhm.
and in the community as well, to share with individuals how you can get through different traumas,
Yes,
how you can
absolutely.
and how you can succeed in life. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and currently I am diving into, having packaging that experience, working with young people. And when I say young people, mostly high school age, 14 through 21, 23 sometimes, because some of our young people, of course, transition to college and they stay in touch. Um, and packaging that experience with my own personal experience. Now I am going to shift my focus in working with women, and really just helping and assisting healing past traumatic trauma. And one of the things that I found, one in the work that I do and in my own personal life, is how often we as women, especially women of color, tend to just leave the things that happen to us in
Mhm.
the past, and we try to just push it to the side. Actually, I'll say that we push it to the side and we move forward, right? Because our families need us, right? Our men need us, our children need us, and we're just to continue to work and push through, and we continue to provide, and we continue to give, and eventually we come to that position of thinking, wait, this did happen to me way
Mhm.
back when, and not realizing how that particular experience or that particular event affected us through, as we move forward.
Correct.
um, I say that, and I'll share a quick story. Years ago, I was counseling a young person within the school who was just having a lot of behavioral issues, and we were conferencing with the parent. And in that meeting, she shared that she had been molested.
Mhm.
And what was sad is that as she was sharing it, she wasn't sharing it as, you know what, this happened to me and it hurts. She said it happened and I liked it. And at that moment, I looked at the mom and I saw the pain, but it was a kind of like a familiar pain of like knowing, you know what, this is generational, right? This is something that she sees, you know what, this happened to me. Now it's happening to my daughter. And it really just, it sat with me because of the fact that, very often we deal with experiences and events that we don't know how to heal. And
Mhm.
somehow we open the doors for our children and our loved ones to also experience, one, the traumatic effects of us experiencing that, but also we don't know how to move forward and move past from those experiences. So focusing on healing, right? So
True.
giving giving women the opportunity, just a supportive network to be able to talk about those experiences. Um,
Mhm.
you know, attaching that Me Too movement, right? Like this happened to me, and and we know how strong it is, and we're called to move in community. And I think as women of color, we tend to kind of isolate ourselves when it comes to anything that makes us or positions us in a vulnerable place. And so focusing on preparing to, face the past so
Mhm.
that we can actively move through our present and of course build a better tomorrow.
I love that. I love that. So, and you talk about, staying focused on what you've been through, but how to get through it, the trauma, like how to deal with triggers and traumas in the past,
Hmm.
and not just let it sink in and just put it behind you because eventually it's going to come out.
Exactly. And I think what happens is that very often we don't realize it's trauma,
Mhm.
right? In our and culturally, or just because of the way we're built, we don't realize that affected me. Or and sometimes it may not necessarily, I speak of that particular story as kind of one of, like, one of our most egregious stories. However, there's simple things. It could be words that were told when you were young that still sit with you, and you don't realize that those are words that still hold you back, whether it's, you're not enough, or you're not loved, or you know for any reason. And sometimes we do this, as mothers, because it's words that we grew up hearing, and then we pass it on to our children. um,
Mhm.
and that's something that I think it's important for us to acknowledge. And sometimes it takes going back into the past and, starting to open up those layers and open up that baggage and say, you know what? At one point, this was said to me, and yes, it affected me, and this is how. And the only way we can do that is if we take that step back and really, really think thoroughly of how, those events did affect us.
Awesome, awesome. So with your program or your service, do you do one-on-one? Do you group? Do you do in live or virtual? How does your
So
program
it
work?
would be virtual. We do all virtual. And there is possibility of doing one-on-one, but right now my interest is to build a small pilot of, a group of women who are interested and also learning from each other, right? Because one thing I will say, I am not an all know it, right? I don't know it all. Experiences are very unique as we are as women. And I think it's important for us to learn from each other's stories and learn how we cope as a group. So it's mostly focused on building that supportive network.
Hmm. Awesome. So it that from individuals that's just in New York, or anybody can connect with you.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah,
Anybody. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. So let's put some contact information. And are you doing this now, or is this small group to come?
So if anyone is interested, please go ahead and send me an email, contact me and saying, hey, I'm interested. I'm going to try to hopefully build a small group. And as depending on how much interest I have,
Hmm.
we'll start to kick off. We'll be focusing on the layers that we'll be focusing on is, healing the healing our past stories, understanding the story of pain and where the pain lies and how pain is exhibited in our day to day, right? Sometimes we don't realize that we're sitting in that pain
Hmm.
because we're so focused on getting a task done and we're so focused on getting things done. We don't realize you're sitting in pain.
Hmm.
So, the story of pain, and of course, then moving on to healing and forgiveness. So, that's going to be our main focus.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about where pain can be stored and
Mhm.
how it comes out. Like if you're going through something traumatic. Well, I'm gonna let you do it because that's your profession. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I mean, pain is stored in so many ways. It's stored in our bodies, right? Like the way we tense up. Sometimes there's no like one of the things I've talked to with some of the women in my network is simple things like my hair is falling out and I don't know what's going on. You may be under stress, but why are you under stress? What's going on? What's happened? And I've had conversations with women that have had simple experiences even at work of a supervisor who may have you know, retaliated or acted a certain way that now has put me in a position to feel like I'm not enough for this particular position. And it's not something that you are currently facing, or you don't realize that that's, what, you're under stress because of X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
Um, so pain can sit in many ways. It also can be exhibited in the way you treat others, right?
Mhm.
We always hear the story of the angry Black woman. Well,
Yeah.
why are we angry? Right? What are the reasons that make us angry, and what has happened to us that now we're exhibiting these particular behaviors? And very often I want to say, one of the things that we say a lot in my field, it's not what's wrong with you, but what happened to you, right?
Mhm.
It's not that something's wrong with you. It's we are all products of our experiences and products of how we move, in our day to day. And it's very important to really reflect on those experiences.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
So, what else do you have going on outside of that?
So right now I am focusing on, like entrepreneur wise, building on that. Of course, I have my regular 9 to 5. I, to know a little bit about me, I have 2 beautiful daughters. I have an 18-year-old that just started college. Um, so I'm a mom. I'm a day-to-day mom. I'm active, and just I have a huge group of women that are part of my family and also part of my network that has helped me kind of build these stories and really kind of focus on the need for why this is important. One of the things that my mother said to me as I was going through some of my personal experiences, I just had a breakup 13-year relationship. You know what that does to a woman. It's like, oh my God, like your world just shifted, right? Divorces are never easy. Separation is never easy. But one of the things that my mother said to me as I was going through my process was, there's a lot of things that if I knew then, my life would be different now.
Mm-hmm.
And, that sat with me because, I'm in a position to, to make effective change and what my future is going to be hold. But more importantly, I feel empowered to be able to share my stories to the women in my network and now empower them as well. And I think we don't do that too often. We sometimes sit with those stories and we hold tight to them because we don't want to expose us, right? Or we don't want to, there's some shame that happens sometimes. But, I think it's through those stories and through those learnings that we can empower those that walk behind us. So that's what that's basically how my time is devoted right now.
Oh, awesome. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I'm going to put your information up again. If you are interested in connecting with this young lady, she has a lot of experience of working with individuals. If you're having heard or you want to talk to somebody, please send her an email and connect with her. And she's going to be building a network of women so you guys can get together and share and build and be better people. And we were also talking about earlier about decision making. What she just finished talking about is very vital. Making decisions now, and also how it's going to affect your future.
Yes, absolutely. It's very important. Taking a stand for taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just on the outside. We need to take care of ourselves internally
Yeah,
in order to be able to take care of others. We do a lot of taking care of others.
absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else you want to share?
No, just thank you so much for allowing me to be able to come onto your platform and share these stories and just share what I'm working on. For any woman that is interested, please go ahead and contact me. I am very much interested in just supporting you. I want to just say I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a licensed or clinical person. However, I do have a lot of experience in working with young people, working with women, and just understanding the effects of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and more importantly, I'm very interested in building the support network and the support group.
Awesome. Well, I will definitely have you back again. And when I have you back again, I would love to have some of your ladies
Yes,
on and talk about, the things they maybe went through and the experience the network is helping them to get through, to get through like to the better future or to the next part or on the other side.
yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all have life situations and decisions and choices and experience that we go through, but know that there is help out there. You don't have to just keep it to yourself. There are qualified people that has been through certain things that can support and have to be that outlet so you can talk to release that pressure and to make you a better person and you to live your life as God intended as well. So thank you, Miss Jessie, for coming on.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm excited about what you're doing. It's definitely needed in this time and in this season with everything
Absolutely.
going on in the world. So I am grateful for you. So make sure we stay connected. I'm going to turn it over to my sponsors, but you hold on and I'll be right back. You all, this is Miss Jessie. Make sure you connect with her. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Talk to you soon. Hold tight, Miss Jessie.
Okay.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.